Mrs. Lincoln is a symbol of going after your dream. No matter how much it's going to cost you, no matter how late in life, always strive and go after your dream. Does anyone know what Mary's dream in life was? Yes. To marry the President of the United States and to live in the White House is her dream. It came true. But it came true at a price. See, her family didn't approve of the marriage to Abraham. Not I think he's a nice guy, he certainly is. But, you know, Mary came from a very wealthy elite family, and Abraham came from a very poor, humble background. And so they did not approve of that marriage. But she's going to throw the wealth aside. She's not concerned about it because she saw the ambition in marriage. She thought to get to the White House, and she was absolutely correct. By the time Mary meets him, he's already gone from that log cabin. He's already an attorney. He's making a living. She can see the progress already that he has made. She thinks he can make the next move, even though there are many suitors desiring to court her, such as Stephen Douglas. She'll pass them all up from Abraham. The biggest day in Mary's life is the day Mr. Lincoln gets elected president. He's going to come through the front doors, wee hours in the morning after just getting election results, excited out of his mind, and he's going to announce 3 words to Mary. We are. I thought the words were very fitting. Shows you the bond, team, partnership. She was by his side. So she gets the final offer. Folks, from here, let's head on into the back hallway here. We're going to check out the final 2 rooms upstairs here. This room here on the right belonged to Robert. He was the eldest son. But he does grow up, goes off to prep school, and then eventually gets his way into Harvard University. So when he leaves the house to continue his education, his 2 younger brothers get an upgrade. So they were living in their mother's room in a trundle bed. So they're excited about this opportunity. So Willie and Tad moved into that room. Last room on the left belonged to a young lady. She is a hired hand. She's not a slave, folks. Mrs. Lincoln desperately needed help. Typically, Mr. Lincoln is gone 6, maybe even up to 8 months out of the year with his legal practice. So everything fell on Mary's shoulders, as far as the upkeep of the house, the boys, everything. So they'll hire a young girl. Typically, she's about 13, 14 years of age. She's given a room and board and a salary, and she works 6 days a week. Any questions? Let's head on downstairs. Let's see what Mrs. Lincoln's cooking for dinner for us. All right? Let's see how they group. We're fine.
Well, welcome to Mr. Lincoln's bedroom. In this room, in 1856, Lincoln had the ceiling raised from 7 feet to 11 feet. And she picked this straight through wallpaper for Abraham. So imagine the way that so he really needs to be on some copies. This is like
I'll let you get in there, sir. I have seen this many of them. All right, now, folks, I want you to take a good look at the size of this room right here. Would you say this is about the size of your bedroom at home? What do you think, young man? What you say this is about the size of your room at home?
About.
No? Okay. Now, when Mr. Lincoln was about your age, he grew up in a cabin about the size of this room right here. Does anyone know how many people he had to share that cabin with?
Before his mother died or
After?
He brought, his stepmother brought 3 kids with her, is that
Yeah.
right? So there were 3, 5, 7?
There were 7 other people, 8 total, because they also had a cousin that stayed with them, all right? So you can imagine having to share your room with 7 other people. That would be awfully tight quarters, but that's what Mr. Lincoln is exposed to.
But
Go ahead.
in Indiana, they did have a loft, which he
Yes.
slept in the loft along with his stepbrothers. Is
Right,
that
right.
Which gave him a little bit more room to.
A little bit more for square
But it was
footage,
still-
but it's still about the size, you know. But yes, give you an indication about it. Yes, there was a loft to it. All right? Now, folks, you just went through Mr. Lincoln's home here. All right, this is about 3,200 square feet. So this room, this house, is a great indication about what Mr. Lincoln is all about. He's about if you're given an opportunity in life, and believe me, he was given a slim opportunity, but he took full advantage of that opportunity. If you're given an opportunity, you can make something of yourself. Right? That's why Mr. Lincoln wants to end slavery in this country so that everyone has the same opportunity he had. Okay? Now, folks, from here on out, it is going to be self-guided. What we're going to do is we're going to exit out this door here. There is a step down here. All right, so do be careful as you exit out. We can go into the backyard. If you have any final questions, I'd be happy to answer them for you. Okay? But thank you so much for coming to visit us here at Lincoln Home National Historic Site. I do appreciate it.
Thank you.
Where's the eggs?
You are so welcome.
Now, is this stairway here too? Or-
No, this is actually,
this has been
there was a stairwell here.